Yo, when I was young, man, my dad had a house. I catch a contact and talk like Eka Mouse. Go to school, act like I'm pulling out. Kinda funny, cause I used to freak my teachers out. Like, dang, dang, diddy, dang, dang. Sin, so much me go teach you about. Piece of the one black Johnny and out. In the club, everybody on Sinatra. Look around, everybody on Sinatra. I ain't talking about they call. I'm talking about and go ha 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 ha. I mean, just go bonkers, make the young girls wild. And then go, let's make the smile. They don't need binoculars. Make wanna pull out. They got you. Ring, ba-bum, ba-bum. Aerosol can, ba-bum, ba-bum. Monkey outside, ba-bum, ba-bum. All night, ba-bum, ba-bum. Stick a bum, stick a clang, clang, clang. Hang on to that like a rain day tank. Transform to a grown man and transform again like skateboard can make more. Still my style, I ain't got no reward like make yourself bigger like mushroom. Mario Kart, all y'all wanna get like me. All y'all wanna spit like P. Miss wanna hit like me. Meanwhile you wanna kiss my child rebel soldier, hit that for the combo. And then the dress on a rhino, boom. Commodore like Lionel, zoom. All of that like a new Ray-Ron. Am I wrong? Riding with my main all night long. 1 second I'm here, next second I'm gone. That's 2 and 60 seconds. What you on? Girls on me like they super glued on. Like a table you can place food on. Like Szechuan, oh Hunan. I'm hot like the place Mulan.
Sponsored by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille.
We've got basketball at Oracle Arena, the home of the Warriors in Oakland, California. Live on 2K Sports. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. And joining me, Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and courtside, Doris Burke. So Golden State will get the first possession. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Rocking at the 4 with Perkins at the pivot. Russell Westbrook out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Durant in at the small forward spot. And Steve, Kevin Durant, truly one of the best scorers, and the statistics would show that league-wide every year, and last season's MVP.
Well, he's improved his game in pretty much every category, whether it's rebounding, ball handling, passing, defense. Incredible to see a player who was already historically great just take his game to another level.
So it's the Warriors now, following the score by Oklahoma City. It's Curry outside, and he gets the bucket. Curry's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. The shot misses, and Golden State will go the other way with it. It's Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. The dish to Durant. For 3. Rebounded by Bogut. Golden State's gone 2 or 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Curry with it. Westbrook picks him up. Thompson for the triple. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. And here are the Thunder now. Westbrook with a wide open look. Another miss by Westbrook.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Feeds it to Thompson. Left side Curry. A 3-ball. Perkins pulls it in.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see they recognize that, Clark. I mean, they are not going to give him that look.
Here's Curry with the 3. That drops. Curry's got 9.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
The Warriors, guys, with the acquisition of Andre Iguodala, possesses one of the elite starting 5s, I think, in the NBA.
Yeah, and the numbers prove that, Kevin. Their starting 5 was right there near the top of the league in terms of efficiency. And, the big thing is just getting the bench more involved and trying to get more continuity with that second unit. Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
It's Westbrook with the drive, and he gets it to go. He has 7.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end. And I think, last season, Warriors coaching staff tried to play the starters together to help develop their chemistry, but when the bench platoon went in, the other team typically took advantage and made a big run. So as the season wore on, the coaching staff went to a more blended lineup approach in an effort to keep more scoring on the floor.
And the Warriors also making some moves to get more offense off the bench. Very resourceful front office, and they knew that was a priority.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Thompson for the triple. That's good. Thompson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Westbrook with a wide-open look. No good with the triple. The Warriors trail. Curry outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Westbrook against Curry. Westbrook drives in. Jackson passes to Westbrook. Pass to Durant. 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Jackson.
Reggie Jackson at 6'3" and just a little north of 200 lbs. Has a 7-foot wingspan, almost a 7-foot wingspan. Tremendous size and can guard either guard position. He's also an excellent rebounder for a combo guard. You just love what he brings to the table at the defensive end of the floor.
Perkins. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Perkins got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Jackson maybe not quite as explosive as Westbrook, certainly, Steve, but the Thunder have been better with him defensively.
Well, he's a little bit less prone to gambling. I think, Westbrook is always going to look to attack. Jackson maybe trying to make wiser decisions defensively, take away the little things without getting himself in trouble by playing passing lanes.
Durant attacking. It's stolen by Green. And now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
Westbrook kicks to Durant. This one for 3, and that one's good. Durant's got 5 now. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man.
Now, here's Green. Spates kicks to Rush. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Nobody near Barnes. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Morrow, that's a 2-pointer. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Here's Rush. And released it in time, but well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
And this team has done a nice job on the glass. I think that's how they've built this lead. They've been very physical, really established a presence in the paint.
Well, they've chased down those balls. As soon as they've hit the iron, they've been chasing them down. That's been a solid effort by them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. Rush out there with Livingston, and it's Spates in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut back down to 2 points on the basket from Green.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Oklahoma City for 2 years running, the only team in the top 5 in the NBA in both offensive and defensive efficiency. That ought to tell you about this balanced elite basketball team.
Lamb, good.
Jeremy Lamb.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Livingston dishes to Barnes, and the wide open shot from Green. Another three for Golden State.
They're absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
Now here's Westbrook. 7 points in the game. Lamb with the ball. Back to Westbrook. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Different look here for the Warriors. David Lee checked in for Spates. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Brandon Rush. Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Perkins, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Baca comes in for Nick Collison. Jones checked in for Anthony Moore. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Good. Jackson's got 7.
Well, they're not afraid to just let it fly from here. They didn't have as much success in the first quarter, but with this lead, they're looking to extend it with the three-point shot.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding, so important in a tight game.
Now here's Jackson on the wing. Jones. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Iguodala with it. Guarded now by Jackson. From deep. Green. No luck. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Perkins kicks to Lamb. That 3 off the mark. Warriors have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
Oh, you look at Jeremy Lamb, physically 6'5", almost a 7-foot wingspan. Jumps well. He's got all the tools to be special at both ends of the floor. Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And for Lamb, really the only physical knock is that he needs to continue to get stronger, get friendly in that weight room. He's still under 200 pounds, and his high center of gravity means he can tend to get pushed around a little bit, but that's nothing that strength won't eliminate. So the weight room has to be his friend.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, Kevin Durant, after his finals loss in 2011, hired his own analytics expert. Together, they studied video and stats to analyze which are his best spots on the floor. And most shots for KD are good, but he wants great ones. And Kevin, since that time, KD's scoring efficiency has gone from good to phenomenal.
And in 2012-13, he became the 7th player Clark ever to tally a 50, 40, 90 season.
KD joining his role model, Larry Bird. Something special. Thanks, Doris.
And Jeremy Lamb, Steve, sort of a late bloomer. He didn't become a starter until his senior year, in fact, in high school.
Yeah, he was lightly regarded, and even in his 2 seasons at UConn, he battled inconsistency at times, but, solid start to his NBA career. Good size and length and shooting ability.
Now Jackson. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Jackson passes to Jones. Back to Jackson. Fires for 3. Kicks to Perkins. From the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Bogut's got 5 rebounds tonight. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Jones for 3. And they double up Jackson. They shoot again. Jones drives in. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
There's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Oklahoma City. Westbrook comes in for Jeremy Lamb. Now here's Curry. He's got 17. Takes a 3. And it's Durant with the rebound.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
And we always talk about what an incredible home court advantage it is for the Warriors here at Oracle, and that is not going to change anytime soon. This team is on another level in front of this crowd.
Now here's Durant. following the miss by Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant missing.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Curry outside. Another miss by Curry. No matter the score in this building, Clark, the Warriors are always a danger to either come back in a game or explode for a big lead.
Kevin, because of their ability to knock down a three-point shot, they're never out of a game, and they can really explode and get away from teams. I don't know if there's a team that has that kind of firepower in the league from the three-point line.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Westbrook kicks to Durant. The Thunder shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Barnes against Durant from downtown. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Barnes. And here's Westbrook. It's deflected. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we're through. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
So for Oklahoma City right now, ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Jackson. And it's Perkins in at the center, locking down the middle.
They call him Serge Ibaka. Ibaka has led the league in total blocks for 4 straight seasons. I love that Ibaka. That fits.
It's Curry outside. Rejected by Westbrook. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Bogut dishes to Iguodala. Some nice passing by Golden State here.
And offensively, they have yet to hit a shot. Slow start here to the second half.
The tray. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Stephen Curry.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Durant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Curry outside. Curry with another miss.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
Westbrook, no good.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Iguodala, the pass to Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yep, I thought so too, Clark.
And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Westbrook. And it's an 8-point Thunder lead.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Yeah, they're getting outclassed in the paint at both ends, really.
Curry with a wide open look. Lee kicks to Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now. I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
Green, he's checked in for Andrew Bogut. The Warriors shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done.
When you face the Oklahoma City Thunder, one of the things defensively that you have to prioritize is keeping them out of transition. This team is long and athletic, and if they get out in the open court, you're in big trouble.
The Thunder leading by 7. Left side Jackson. Here's Perkins. Green with the block. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And that one's good. And the Thunder in the half court, more of a jump shooting team.
And sometimes that can be a backhanded compliment. When you look at their roster, Durant, Westbrook, Ibaka, even Reggie Jackson, all pretty good from mid-range. So they spread you out, and then, of course, Durant's jump shot is pretty much unguardable.
Now Curry. After Westbrook's missed three, a shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Now just a 1-point Thunder lead.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
Now here's Westbrook. 9 points in the game so far. Good on the shot.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Perry Jones, who's checked in for Oklahoma City. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Reggie Jackson. Green kicks to Iguodala. Shot clock at 6. Curry with a wide open look. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
Well, he was boxed out, and when that happens, at some point you have to just turn and get back defensively. That time he went right over the top.
Yeah, but you go straight on the top of another player's back, that's going to be a foul call every time.
Spates checked in for Golden State. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Adams, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka.
Harrison Barnes, I thought last season, struggled as the primary scorer off the bench. That's a little bit of a different role. I mean, he can shoot it from outside. He scores in transition. But I think he's got to really work on improving his ability to get his own shot.
A shot by Thompson. No one's around. And it's all evened up. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Now here's Durant. He's got 10. And there's the rejection. Here's Curry. 1:16 left in the third. Thompson inside the line. Now the feed to Barnes. Green dishes to Curry. Another three for Golden State. And guys, for Barnes, strong, we know that, and pretty athletic. The potential to play facing up or with, Steve is back to the basket, depending on matchups.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of skill and a lot of physical tools. It's just a matter of continuing his development as a ball handler and continuing to improve his footwork. But you look at that body, I mean, he's got a ton of potential to beat you in a lot of different ways. Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send him to the free throw line. Don't give him an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep him out of the lane next time around.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Then for the Thunder, Nick Collison's checked in for Perry Jones. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Lamb. Westbrook can't get it to go.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Livingston kicks to Green. Again, the miss by Green. Here's Morrow. Outside Durant. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
That's tipped. Westbrook with the steal. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. The Warriors on top as they wrap up the third quarter on a 15-4 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
A tremendous point guard play, but that's nothing new coming from him. This is what you expect. A gorgeous feed there.
Iguodala and Lee at the forwards. Rush out there with Livingston, and it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors 5. The drive by Iguodala goes up and lays it nice and easy. Iguodala's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
The wide open look for Durant, and he jams it with authority.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
Now here's Iguodala. Lee kicks to Livingston. And he gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Outside Westbrook. And he bangs it home with one hand. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passion.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move, and 2 big points, too.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Klay Thompson comes in for Brandon Rush. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for the Thunder. Jackson comes in for Anthony Morrow. A moment to check in with Durant.
Oh, what a throwdown there. Man.
Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
You know, quite honestly, Kevin and Steve, I mean, this game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Well, then let's root for overtime. Why not?
Westbrook kicks to Jackson. Here's Durant, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. They get Andre Iguodala.
Kevin Durant, the most unstoppable scorer in the game. It is amazing to watch this guy put the ball in the basket from every angle and every distance. His ball handling ability allows him to do just that. He can get wherever he wants to, when he wants to, and how he wants to. Can get a shot off anytime.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Ibaka with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Warriors trail by 3. It's Iguodala with the drive, and it's blocked by Ibaka. The Warriors pull it in. Now here's Curry. Pass to Thompson. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Shoots the 3. And the Warriors miss again.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Golden State's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. It's Iguodala with the drive. The shot will not go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Jackson misses. The Warriors have gone just 2 of 8 in this 4th quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. It's Curry outside, and that one's good. Curry's got 35.
I'll tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him if they're going to come back.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Perkins. The shot, no good. Nice D from Bogut. Warriors have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch.
It's not the way for a team to get back into a game, like giving up easy shots like that. It has to start at the defensive end.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Pass to Perkins. It's stolen by Bogut. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Iguodala's running, and Thompson throws it down.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
On its way from Curry for 2. Westbrook pulls it in.
And little to no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there.
Looking to end the run, and he hits the jump shot. Durant's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Oh, what a huge basket, taking complete advantage of the size mismatch and draining the mid-range shot.
Curry against Westbrook. Curry kicks to Iguodala. And the pass to Thompson. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Thompson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors.
Seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Knocked away. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And again, it's Kevin Durant. Durant's got 20.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Golden State's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Curry passes to Thompson. Releases one from 3.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Nails it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
They're having a lot of trouble dealing with Russell Westbrook. He's a handful.
Here's Curry. Money!
Oh, that is a massive shot.
You know it is. He's stepping right into the spotlight.
For Oklahoma City, they've got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Warriors have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Puts up the tray. And another 3 for Golden State.
And they're getting that lead way up there now. I mean, it should be a stroll to the final whistle from here.
Yeah, this late in the game, it'd be almost impossible for them to blow a lead like this.
Durant for 3. Warriors with the rebound.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
And here is Iguodala. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So both teams making some changes here. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're losing by 8. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, talk all they want, but I just don't see a way for them to get back into the game here.
You know what? I don't know if there's a 10-point play out there, and that being the case, this one is finished. Over.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me.
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody.
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's East versus West, where the Indiana Pacers will be looking to make a statement. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for San Antonio, green teams with Leonard on the wings. Down low is Duncan.
What a huge play.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
And it's Green, missing.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
A lot of people thought that Danny Green would build on his play from the 2013 playoffs last season, but it was marred by injuries and underwhelming performances from him. Definitely not what he or Spurs fans were hoping for.
And it's Hill penetrating. 2 on the clock. And the wide open shot from Stuckey. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Stuckey's got his first 3 points of the game. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And Danny Green last season, a dip in his field goal and three-point percentage club.
You know, he hit a slump around the middle of the season, but he finished strong. Still a highly efficient scorer in their offense.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Hill with it. Parker with the steal. Here's Leonard.
Oh! Hammer time! Hammer time! Boy, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam. It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A-game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Six on the shot clock. From past the arc, and the basket good. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
The drive by Hill. West passes to Hill. West dishes to Hill. They get a hand on it. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Green with the ball. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
Well, that's part of what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. Well, Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, so smart, a former foreign intelligence officer during the Cold War. If he's tight-lipped with the media, maybe that's the reason why.
Launches a three, and again it's San Antonio with a three.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Hill kicks to George. Fires it up. No good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Parker outside. Looking for a splitter. He gets it there. George against Leonard. The dish to Splitter. Just 5 to shoot. Parker passes to Duncan. Tries from the block. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, Tim Duncan, in a lot of ways, is the epitome of Steve's substance over style.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin, both in terms of his game and his personality. He's just a winner and a leader. But he does it in such a quiet fashion that sometimes people forget to take notice.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Hibbert. Scola comes in for David West. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. And it's Watson in for George Hill. George, and again it's Indiana converting.
And when I think about Duncan's leadership, man, I could go on and on. I don't even know if I have enough time, but one of the things that stands out is he's never put himself above his teammates or the staff, and he allows himself to be coached extremely hard by Greg Popovich. He's relentless, dedicated, and in many ways he can lead without saying a word.
And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bellinelli's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
Outside, George. Offensive rebound. And there's the pass to Watson. And George kicks to Miles. Lets it go with the 3. George, no good.
You talk about Duncan allowing Pop to get into him. I think really he's his own toughest critic. As great as he is, he's hard on himself. He's pushed himself to become great.
Ginobili outside. Pass to Bellinelli. Dishes it to Duncan. And another basket for San Antonio.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on him.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure. Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
But there was some style there, Kev. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
Chris Copeland's checked in for Paul George. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Duncan. And he can't bank that one in. The feed now to Copeland. Watson dishes to Miles. Off target from outside.
Yeah, again, iffy shot selection there. Defender draped all over.
Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing... Watch out!
That was wicked! Oh, as nasty as it gets.
That's a good thing, right, Clark?
Yeah, it sure is. That's a good nasty.
Because that dunk was great. It was awesome.
There's good nasty and there's bad nasty. That was good nasty. Let's get that straight, Kevin.
This past offseason, the Spurs found themselves with a bit of wiggle room that came to the salary cap.
For so long, Kevin, they've been able to only make moves through the draft, and with minor adjustments, things they really do well, but the flexibility was new to them, and I'm sure they'll take full advantage of it.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kevin, as you know, Tony Parker is now an elder statesman in the NBA. His father feels as if he's been a mature force since he started playing at the French Training Institute. Parker's father said, quote, "I don't think you can get any more mature than that. Leaving home at 14, you have to become a man on your own." Guys?
Thanks, Doris.
Tremendous dedication to the game. It's great to remember just how far he's come.
Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 8 points in the game for Stuckey.
Well, for the Spurs, who knows what the future holds. It's an aging team, but they do have some players to build around. And so they could have gone in any direction with their cap space.
Ginobili kicks to Diaw. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Diaw's got 4 this quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, just piling up points in the paint.
And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And it's Manu Ginobili with the finish.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong. You know, with the Spurs and their offseason options, it's actually going to get more flexible after the end of the 2015 season when they can practically build their entire team from scratch. Almost zero salary commitments for them at the end of the 2015 season.
Just 4 to shoot. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Miles.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Ginobili kicks to Diaw. Feeds it to Splitter. And it's slammed in by Diaw. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Here's Stuckey. No good from outside. Spurs leading by 9. Leonard on the wing. Diaw, the screen. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Parker. And that's 17 points for Leonard.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahinmi. West comes in for Chris Copeland. And Georgia subbed in for C.J. Miles. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Green's checked in.
Boris Diaw was more aggressive looking for his offense last season, and he's got a lot of it. I thought he shot the ball extremely well. Excellent percentages both from the field, two-point range, and long range.
Parker outside.
2 minutes, 2-1.
From deep three-point range, the shot is off. And Indiana will come the other way. And Diaw last season averaging around 9 points a game. That represented a major uptick in his scoring.
Yeah, and it's really not about his scoring either, as you know, Kevin. I mean, he's a guy who can beat you in a lot of different ways. Terrific passer, perfect in that San Antonio offense because of his ability to see the floor and pick the defense apart.
Here's Splitter. Can't get it to go. West with some nice D. The three from George. Rebound San Antonio. 1:16 left here in the second. Green with the ball. Rodney Stuckey covering. Green kicks to Diaw. Soft touch off the glass. Diaw's got 8.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Physical play in the paint. Dominate.
The defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Parker passes to Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got assist number 5 here tonight.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Hill dishes to Stuckey. Right side, George. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
San Antonio leading by 12. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Ginobili kicks to Diaw. They double him with George. Parker passes to Ginobili. And the wide open shot from Green. His 3-pointers off the mark. Stuckey drives inside. And again, it's Indiana converting.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And we finished one. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
It didn't take long to see what kind of game he was going to have today. He came out very aggressively and had a terrific first half.
You know, you look at his shot chart, it's all graped up. I mean, he's right at the rim. He's driving the lane again and again.
On the court for San Antonio. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. Green teams with Leonard on the wings. And it's Parker in at the point. Outside Leonard. He kicks it to Duncan. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Pacers trail by 10. Hill has the open look. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm right with you there, Steve. I mean, let it flow when you're feeling it.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, Spurs coach Greg Popovich is so highly respected by his peers. Thunder coach Scott Brooks said there are 3 things you can count on: death, taxes, and Pop winning 50 games. Dallas coach Rick Carlisle called him, quote, the best coach in any sport ever and the smartest man in the history of the world. Kevin, he wasn't joking.
High praise indeed. Thank you, Doris.
Kawhi Leonard has been talked about and mentioned as the future of this San Antonio Spurs team. 23 years old is all he is, and already a great defender and a much improved shooter from his days at San Diego State.
Here's George. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. Tim Duncan picks one up.
They got right to the rim, but got hammered once he got there by the defense.
But that was a nice job taking it strong and forcing his way to the line. Well done.
Well, for Kawhi Leonard, we know about his defense, but you think, Steve, he can become a go-to offensive player?
Well, he's going to need to, Kevin, when Parker, Ginobili, and Duncan move on. This is going to be Kawhi Leonard's team, and I thought what was interesting was the Spurs gave him more of a burden last year offensively. They started to give him more and more looks isolation-wise down on the block, and he's developed at a beautiful rate. He's coming into his own.
Pacers trail by 14. Hill has the open look. They get the rebound.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he is gone ice cold here.
Out to Parker. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Parker sets the screen for Leonard. Clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. They kick it out to Green. He feeds it to Leonard. Duncan down low. Covered by Hibbert. And again, it's Tim Duncan. Duncan's got 7. The Pacers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Outside, George. And then George with the jam.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
And David West gets the whistle that time. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahimi's checked in for Hibbert. Scola comes in for David West. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. And it's Watson in for Hill. San Antonio also making some changes. Horace Diaz checked in for Splitter. Bellinelli comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. You got to give the front office a lot of credit with the Pacers for what they put together.
Without question, Kevin. You know, prevailing wisdom in the NBA was that to compete, you needed to either be a big market free agent destination or kind of tank for high draft picks. The Pacers kind of did it their own way, building solidly and steadily through the draft and with smart, shrewd free agent acquisitions. The biggest one being David West a few years back.
That's good. 22 points for Leonard. Pacers trail by 19. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And that one's good.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Outside, Bellinelli. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And we've seen a few mix-ups defensively out there on the perimeter.
More than a few. I mean, the open looks they've allowed from long range have turned into a lot of points.
Miles. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
George, no good. Spurs leading by 20. Leonard on the wing. Fires from 14. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter. Well, Kawhi Leonard drafted 15th overall Clark back in 2011. The pick acquired from the Indiana Pacers in a trade for George Hill.
And you know, at the time, Manu Ginobili said that he really didn't agree with the trade. Made him angry. He had a real strong relationship with George Hill and liked his game. I'm sure a lot of Spurs fans felt the same way, but even as Hill remains a heck of a player, the Spurs fans have to be happy. As a matter of fact, they are ecstatic with what Kawhi Leonard has been able to do and what he looks like he's going to do for many years to come.
Duncan can't hit. Pacers trail by 20. In the corner, Miles with it. Off target at the rim.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
And Mills kicks to Diaw. Pass to Ginobili. 6 to shoot. Bellinelli dishes to Duncan. And stolen by Scola. Right side, George. Launches it. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Deflects the pass. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Scola. 17 points for Paul George. Spurs leading by 17. Now Mills. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And the basket by Ginobili.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
And here's Watson. Scola left side. And it's blocked by Duncan. Outside, Bellinelli. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. Spurs shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. Down low, West and Hibbert. Hill is out there with Rodney Stuckey, and it's George in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now here's the fast break. Stuckey leading the way. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And how about the touch they've displayed from long range, guys? I mean, as a team, they are really shooting the ball well and executing from the perimeter.
Leonard, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And the shot is good from Stuckey.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
He rifled that one in from distance. And the Spurs lead by 19.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Hill, no good.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second-chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Parker against Hill. It's stolen by Hill.
He had pretty much played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's really the only time he's turned it over so far. That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Leonard on the wing. The 3. No good. Excellent D there from George. Pacers trail by 17. Passes it to Hibbert. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That's foul number 2 for him.
Roy Hibbert, the big dog, number 55 for the Pacers, is 7'2", and is a little too big for king-size beds. Every time the Pacers go on the road, he has to take along a special inflatable mattress that he likes to sleep on. One of the downsides to living large.
And here's Hill for 3.
Well, the wheels have just come off here in the second half.
Again, missing Hill.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And Hibbert's father stands 6'2", and Steve, his mother, is 6'1". But Roy obviously towers over both of them.
Well, he towers over everybody, Kevin. I mean, you know, you look at the family roots. His parents came from the Caribbean. And Roy actually played one game for the Jamaican national team back in 2010. And unfortunately, that actually may rule him out of playing for Team USA. So a very interesting sort of international background there.
Out of bounds, Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score. So that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Stuckey kicks to Hill. Back to Stuckey. 5 to shoot. From deep. San Antonio with the rebound. 22 is their biggest lead. Leonard against George. Leonard, no luck.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
And the foul called on Daniel Green. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Boris Diaw. West passes to Hill. Indiana moving the ball around. For the 3. Indiana again missing. Spurs leading by 15. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. And Hibbert with the block. They get it back. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
I'll tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. West gets the bucket.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Stuckey against Green to end the drought. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Well, Paul George, PG 24, has solidified himself as a quality shooter from long range, but I love the way he looks to attack the basket. Needs to do that more often and more efficiently. He uses his length and athleticism to get to the basket and to the free throw line.
And here's Green outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 7th assist in the game. Pacers trail by 14. Hill kicks to Stuckey. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Stuckey's got 6 in the quarter.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Parker dishes to Splitter. Left block shot on the way. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And the first one at the line is good. Well, going into last season, Thiago Splitter accepting a 4-year, $36 million extension, Steve, from the Spurs.
A lot of people questioned the value of that contract, but Splitter more than earned it with his play throughout the regular season and in the playoffs. He's versatile. He can pass. He can defend. And even though his numbers were down a little bit last year, he made tremendous impact just in terms of their interior play.
Timeout called the Pacers. They trail by 15. 1:36 left to play in the final quarter. 1:36 left in the 4th quarter. Stuckey with it. Now Green defending. Three-pointer. Rebound San Antonio. Duncan's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And Splitter clearly, when you look at him offensively, is not a floor spacer. He's a guy who's going to finish inside. He's going to set solid screens. Even though he plays close to the basket, his field goal percentage dropped by almost 10% over the last couple of seasons. He was once superb in that area. Now he's just rock solid. But with the Spurs in his role, rock solid is good enough.
Well, what we saw here tonight is one team just had everything going for it and the other didn't. Huge margin of victory for the Spurs.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
Yeah, I thought the subs came in and did an outstanding job, Kevin. Those points off the bench were huge.
Splitter still shooting over 90% of his shots in the paint, but less effective down low. Injuries perhaps a factor. We'll see if he can bounce back.
Here's George, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Very productive game for him, but he's going to have to get some help from his teammates if they're going to win.
It's stolen by Hill.
Well, it looks like their comeback hopes are out the window. I think this lead is safe now.
Yep, this one's a done deal.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Duncan. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Duncan. And that's now 30 points for Kawhi Leonard.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
Hill passes to George. Nice D from Duncan.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
21 seconds on the shot clock. 21.
That's tipped. Leonard with the steal. Offline.